I made a video about how overly detailed long-term marketing plans are overrated, and Dan the Man snarkily commented, I suppose you don't like OKRs and KPIs either. If you don't know those acronyms, I'm not going to bore you with the explanations, but they're basically about setting goals and then tracking results against them. And I love setting goals. I love tracking results. Who doesn't? But since Dan the Man brought these up, let's stomp on them a little bit. The first thing I'll say is that I've never been super inspired by businesses saying that they want to make more money. So when a company announces their big annual goal of closing more deals and moving more product and selling more widgets and doing all of that, I don't find that particularly inspiring myself. I don't love the implication that business is like a Hollywood car chase where you can always shift into one more gear to go even faster. And that's one of the problems I've always found with OKRs, is that it kind of creates this weird implication that people are just sitting around waiting to be told to work harder, which doesn't seem accurate to me. And the other thing that I've always believed is that you shouldn't set goals that you don't actually have control over. For example, if you want to lose weight, you can set a goal to lose 20 pounds, but you can't control whether your body actually loses 20 pounds or not. However, you can control getting more sleep, eating better, exercising, all of that. So those should be your goals. And so I tend to take the same approach in marketing and business in general, which is to say, let's make our goals about things that we want to do. They're goals for ourselves that we have control over. It's pass fail. We either do them or don't do them. Not goals that are out of our control, but things that we hope will happen to us by performing those activities. Getting more contact form submissions on your website actually isn't a great goal because you can't control whether they contact you or not. But you can control redesigning your website, updating the content, posting more regularly, running PPC ads, all of those things. And you can be satisfied when you accomplish those goals because you took your best shot at accomplishing the ultimate outcome that you're hoping for. Whether that outcome happens or not is not within your control. What is within your control is whether you took your best shot at it. And my third point is that everyone wants business to be simple and to fit nicely on a spreadsheet. And it doesn't always do that. Yes, you should track and measure things. Yes, you should watch the data. Yes, you should go through your analytics and see what you can learn from them. But imagine if you had the same approach to your marriage. Your marriage is super important, so you should track and analyze it, right? What if you had this conversation with your spouse and you identified a set of analytics that you were going to start measuring to make sure that your marriage was performing the way that you want it to? My question is, are those numbers going to tell you whether your marriage is good or not? And is your relationship with your spouse going to be better because you tracked it that way? Marriage is complicated and it does not boil down simply to numbers. The truth is, business is the same way. Marketing is the same way. Yes, numbers can be super important. It's important to establish the things that you're going to measure and measure them and see what you can learn from them, but they do not tell the whole story. And businesses that think they're being clever by turning everything into metrics and obsessively tracking them are really kind of being naive. Numbers feel really good, but they are not the most important part of running a successful business.